Morning. Are we live? We're there yet? Blink twice if you can see two fingers. What a morning. Busy, busy, busy. I had like 7 orders and I had to get them packed before the show because after the show, I'm going on a Facebook marketplace purchase pickup. You're blinking twice. Okay, very good. And there's Jabus. Morning, Jabus. Jabus, I did get 6 pairs of shoes and a piece of glass, a covered candy dish. But I got it home and it was cracked. So I just threw it away. Yeah, Tom's still on his dadgum cruise ship. Good morning, John. Morning, Ray. do, do, do. Yes. Okay, it is. So difficult to say with Tom. Yeah, Tom gets home this weekend, I guess. It's just me so far. Hey, it didn't go black. What did I get for $3? Got some shoes for $2.50 a pair. They had everything in the men's wardrobe section for half off. So I picked up some shoes, not fancy shoes, but hey, $2.50 into $20. I'm good. Oh, vintage glow worm working. I've heard those glow. I don't know if I've ever found a working glow worm, but I've seen Kevin, the Commonwealth picker, buy and sell those for good money. Yeah, we got Flippy Good, we got Sandy. Hope you're all having a fine morning. Gwen's coming through feeding the cat, so I have to keep the camera turned off for a little bit. So anyway, I have a purchase that I made making on Facebook Marketplace. And I have to get on the road today. It's about an hour and 15-minute drive over to Groesbeck, Texas. If you don't know where Groesbeck is, it's kind of on the other side of Waco from me, so it's an hour and 15 minutes. So what am I buying? Let me show you. Do a little screen share here. So I've talked about these electric plugs for quite often, huh? And the reason why is, you check out the screen here. This year I have sold, there's 50 orders per page here. This year I have sold 3 pages. How many's on this page? Not as many. So I've sold about 110 orders of these. And I'm almost out of them. I've only got like 200 left, 300 left. However, at the auction where I got these, there were actually 2 pallets of these. And recently, I saw on Facebook Marketplace where a guy was selling these, and I know it's the other pallet that I didn't buy. So I made the guy, contacted the guy on Facebook and made an offer, and he accepted for $30 a case. And he has 23 cases. So that's almost $700. Well, it will be $700 by the time I buy the gasoline to go over and get them. So that is 2,300 of those plugs. And I sell them 2 at a time for $12. Over and over and over and over. So I'm only making like $2.50 per plug. But what's $2.50 times 2,300? Yeah, that is cha-ching. So I was right here in my hand. Let's see. 2,300 times 2.5. So by the time I sell them, and I'm almost out, I had the same amount or more. I had like 28 cases to start with. So the first load of these I have already sold for about $5,000. And so now I have the opportunity to go pick up 2,300 more of these. Lag just outbid me. So I'm headed over there to pick them up. So 23 cases at $30 a piece is $690. Now, they're easy to pack. Just pull them out of the box and stick them in a bubble mailer and off they go. So yeah, I will spend 2 per pack. Well, at least half of the orders I've had were for multiple quantity. In fact, I've sold 5 full cases. So those are easy. You just put a label on the box and send it FedEx. So anyway, when I sell them by the case, I take $2 a piece. So that's $200 per case. But kind of kicking myself in the rear that while I was at the auction buying those, I should have bought both pallets, because I'm pretty sure I could have gotten them for a lot less. But you never know when you're buying stuff how good a deal it is. So there you go. Anyway, Let's see if anybody else wants to come on and chat. I'll put the link over here. Scott's here.
I think the toothbrushes cost you again.
These electric plugs, I've made thousands.
But I think you were scared coming off toothbrushes and you didn't want to buy both cases.
Yeah. Plus,
That happens.
by the time I loaded those 2 pallets in the back of my pickup was full. So I would have had to make several trips back and forth between the auction, which I would have done had I known those were. And there was a third pallet of something else electrical that I probably should have bought, but I didn't even bid on that one. But you never know, huh?
Yeah, so that's the. I'm trying to prepare myself because I'm going to start buying bulk here very shortly, and so I got to prepare how I'm going to deal with it. You don't have, I mean, because it's not only do you have to deal with a store, you have to. Everybody goes, oh, but you got to list it. They don't consider the storage and what it takes to get it listed and all those things. So I'm going to buy a couple pallets, and I want to be able to set them in here to be able to work on them from here. My goal is to process 2 to 3 pallets a month of media.
So Lag is saying if each order takes 5 minutes to pack, that's 90 hours of work. So I just divided it. That comes out to $55 an hour. That's better than my average.
See, so yesterday I sold 7 pieces of media. They took me.
Killjoy.
I pulled them in under a minute, and shipped them in probably 4 to 5 for 7 of them. They're so easy to ship. The big thing for me is to build us another eBay sales channel that's fully. It takes care of all my weaknesses. It's fully inventoried out. It's got a lot of processes in it. It's got a lot of repeatable functions that I can have someone help me with as well.
Yeah, Lag, you may make $200 an hour, but I don't. I guess I buy the wrong kind of stuff.
There's no right or no wrong. I mean,
shoot, if I'm over $30 an hour on items, selling them, that's enough. I'm good with that.
I like how we blindly trust the comments of people in the audience just because they hang out, even though you have no real clue who they are, what they sell. They give you no information other than they sit back in the chat and critique anything you do. Isn't that amazing?
That's fine. I don't mind. Good conversation. At least, at that point, I question myself and make sure that, gives me pause to think, hey, maybe it's not a good buy and maybe I shouldn't. Anyway, Lutherans yesterday had Hey Dudes for $2.50. Nubs on Nubs, man.
They're not Reefs.
They're not Reefs.
Hey Dudes, they still sell fairly well.
Hey Dudes, $2.50 into $25. I'm good.
But Lag, if you truly do sell the big items you say you sell, that's not what Todd wants to do. Todd doesn't want to put something on a pallet. He doesn't want to ship huge, heavy items. There's something to be said about throwing electrical plugs into a bubble mailer as an older fella and letting it go. I'm selling a lot of media right now. I could be selling others. I'm just changing what I do. It's not that there's every business model. There's no right or no wrong. You know, Rolex is no better than Walmart because they have created a scarcity and a value in their product. Doesn't mean that Walmart's business model is any worse off. It's yeah, yeah, JT's right. Any boots this time?
No boots.
Man, because I shipped a couple big items this week, lag, and I'm like, my God, the time it took me to ship these couple 3 big items, I'm like, man, what the hell am I doing? I could have shipped and made way easier 40, 50 media items. It's not, but like it's a fine line between imposing what you do on somebody versus telling the story and allowing people to learn and do their own thing.
No, that's fine, lag. I don't care.
So I had a printer that I bought 2 weeks ago at the auction. I bought the printer. It's a big HP laser printer, and I bought it because it had 3 cartridges on it. Those cartridges I sold for, so I paid $65 for the printer. The cartridges I sold over the weekend. I picked them up on Friday, sold them over the weekend for $283. And when I was there, I'm like, man, this printer sold on eBay. The last one sold for $350, but it weighs 65 pounds. I mean, how do I ship this thing without breaking it? Or so I'm like, you know what? I'm leaving it at the auction. It sold last night for $60. Hey, Sandy, did you go to Dog Days this morning? Were there a lot of people there? I decided to sleep in. I might go this afternoon, give people more time to fill in, more sellers. I think in the last few years at Dog Days, Friday morning, they don't start really filling in until Friday afternoon.
Yeah, those electric plugs, I've already got the listings made, and
no, that's a hell of a deal, man. That's great thinking for people to really, especially because you knew that other one was out there, and maybe somebody within your driving area found was gonna, because you know they bought them to sell them too. So that was a good thought to see if you could find them.
I don't know why that guy didn't sell on eBay, but I'm not going to argue with him.
Not everybody sells on eBay. They don't want to deal with the shipping. They don't want to deal with the whatever. So.
Yeah. I just
because I woke up at like 5:15 saying, and I'm like, oh man, the hell with this. I'm going back to sleep.
I did make a mistake on Facebook. The guy was asking $100 originally per case on Facebook, and about a month ago, I offered him $20. I guess he didn't sell many of them at his $100.
Right. Even though you're getting 200 online, you're putting them in a different audience, and people undervalue the fact that this is so crazy.
Yeah.
The media. So overnight, I sold 5 items. I sold the complete series for Gilligan's Island. I sold a postcard. I sold The Courtship of Eddie's Father, season 2, a CD for the Forrester Sisters, and a VHS tape for Chippendale, the little Rescue Rangers, the little chipmunks.
Oh,
is that not the craziest group of? And I think that's the misunderstanding with the media when you put media.
I was thinking the male strippers, Chippendales.
Nah, Chippendale. The Forrester Sisters, yeah. And it's, most people would have skipped over that. I just listened all the CDs. I don't care. Somebody, yesterday, so my mom in the 80s listened to country music in the 80s, and I sold an 80s greatest hits. Some of you might remember there was a group called Bailey and the Boys. So I sent my mom a picture. I'm like, you're never gonna believe what I sold this morning. Look, and she's like, man, that was a lifetime ago, because they were an 80s artist. but it's very. I've sold shipped out Blu-rays, CDs, an Al B. Sure cassette yesterday. It's those kind of things that are very. You need to find something that's very repeatable in this business. You know, if you're a clothing seller, like I think Shane comes in every now and then, he's been listening to just a absolute ton of jeans. Find something that you can repeat. It's makes your life a lot easier when you're not hunting down.
You see this sales report on this year?
eBay Motors.
That's where those electric plugs are listed: RV, trailer, and camper parts. So my gross sales on the electric plugs that I had originally is nearly $4,000.
And so if you would have looked at when you sorted by the plugs, if you look at that screen, Todd, it told you you've had 104 orders. You said it only a little bit on this page. When you sorted, it actually told you. You didn't pay attention to it, but it told you you've had 104 orders.
Right.
I saw it when you flipped by there. It was 104. But I mean, just think about
it's a proven winner to me. I sell them at least 2 or 3 times a week. I sell some of those.
It's like, especially when you got no cost in something anymore, like the big girl panties. As long as they cover the unit, I don't care. And yesterday, I sold $54 worth yesterday. The unit only costs $70 a month, and I sold $54 worth yesterday. So they take 2 seconds to throw them in a poly mailer. They don't take any time. And then I sold some at the auction last night, so I sold $17 at the auction. So I'm pretty close to paying for the unit, and with 3 sales, I need one more sale to cover some of the fees, and that'll cover the unit.
Right.
And it's got other stuff in there. I use that unit for some overflow stuff, so I sold some electrical stuff out of there yesterday, and so that's easily. You're supposed to be using those, Chaz. You're supposed to be some kind of interior designer now. Yeah, I forgot to take those to the auction. I've been running some of those to the auction. I've got so many of them. But yeah, you gotta really find your lane, and I've changed a lot, and I won't quit trying things, but I would like next year to look like running a media store, run a big media store that pays all the bills of the house, that pays all the financial needs, and then anything extra is all the craziness that I sell. And I will pare all that down to where I sell more of the stuff I really enjoy, like electronics. And just really odd things versus.
Yeah, I'm kind of proud of you for not just going all in on media.
Well, I'm going to go all in, Todd. It's just the problem is if I didn't take the time to ease my way in, so I'm figuring out the storage. So here's a good example. This is how the DVDs are stored. It's in a 24 by 6 by 6 box number 8. But I looked at it, I'm like, man, look at the top of this. How do you tell what DVD it is? Well, what if I just make sure they're all on the left-hand side, and I cut the left-hand side down so I can read on the spine? I mean, so I'm still figuring out. So I've cut this box down so I can read. When you look down on them, you can read the titles of the movies. I'm still trying to figure out exactly how to do all these things and how to store them, and I'm like, you know what? That same box will hold VHS. I might as well pull Chippendale. That was $1 at the thrift store. But I'm trying to figure out how to sort, how to repeat, how to organize, and how to make it the most efficient way it can be, from even to the point now where I've rearranged this building a couple times in the last 8-10 months. I'm like, if I want to buy pallets, how do you set a pallet in here? So that even if it takes me, because I figure I can do a full DVD and a full CD pallet once a month. So how do I set those in here, and how do I get those processed? It means I need to buy one of the documents. I need to buy one of the document cameras. It means I need to do like James did and set up a specific area and mark off it where you lay the CD, all those kind of things, so that you can repeat and be much faster.
So, like, to answer your question, at the end of July, I would need to have sold $66,000 worth. And right now I'm $63,000. So I'm about $3,000 behind my goal, which is still going to be a record year for me. If I keep going like I am, I'm going to be over 90,000, which beats my best year last year of 85,000.
That just means you need an extra $800 a month, Todd, to catch that up for the rest of the year.
Right.
And that's $200 a week. What can you do to increase $200 a week?
The fourth quarter's always been pretty good for me, so
yeah,
I think I've got a good shot.
I'm sitting here. Let me pull this postcard. I'm sitting here. I don't know what it looks like. It looks like the new 1914, the New York Stock Exchange. Box 1, section 2.
John says, imagine going back in time and trying to convince your 20-year-old self that big girls would be paying off your house.
Right. All right. But also I have to build this thing and not lose the main store, and not because you still have to put effort in what's still paying the bills right now.
Scott, how close are you to getting pared down to only 2 storage units?
I don't even have that thought. That's silly.
Okay.
Because the different. So then the reason why I say that, Todd, is the big unit has doors on both ends. I want to move a lot of the stuff out of there. Because as you process a pallet of media, where do you put all this stuff? In these boxes that are on shelves, and I've already got a unit that's completely shelved up. It's like, how do I move stuff out so that I can take advantage of all the shelves in that unit? And so I need to be able to move around, and 2 of them are almost across the just a little asphalt from each other.
Mm-hmm.
So. I mean, I might lose one, but I'm not investing that kind of time into.
That's true, Phil. I check it all the time before I count my chickens. I even consider federal income tax on stuff.
All right, so there's the. Let me put it back where I can see y'all.
Yeah, your net on stuff is going to be.
That's the postcard, 1914 postcard of the New York Stock Exchange.
Huh.
And it's
interesting.
Yeah, it had a stamp on. I think this is the one that the scanner knocked the stamp off.
Ping about the document camera.
Alrighty. Oh, the Gilligan's Island. You're right here. Because I just bought Gilligan's Island And I was at the thrift store on Seniors the other day. It was $3.75. It went for $18.
I loved that show when I was a kid.
What was the other movie? I love the fact that everything has a storage. I'm like, this is how other people live. This is crazy. So the courtship of Eddie's father is in box 6. All right, so every time I look at a box now, it's not because I didn't start off by cutting them off, so now I got to cut this one down so I can see the sides.
There you go. A work in progress. Hey, you're making too much noise there, Scott. Hey, hey.
This is revenge right here. What are you talking about?
I don't mind. Y'all get your work done.
There we go. All right. Then a lot of them I have to turn DVDs around when I'm in here because I didn't turn them all to the left, to the left, to the left. But it's really paying dividends right this second for my future endeavors because of what I'm learning right now. And the CDs are the easiest because the CD, if you just hold a box up, you can read all the ends. The Forrester Sisters.
So would it make sense to make an assembly line and pre-package all that?
And make it harder to see. Like each one of those boxes will hold 59 or 60 CDs, or it'll hold 48 DVDs. I don't know how many postcards and VHS will hold, but to me it was easier to. I've got the label maker over there. I can order these boxes over and over from Granger. Every one will be the same. Everything will look the same. Because the big thing John has been screaming over a long time is systems processes. So if I need because I'm gonna need help listing these pallets. So I'm gonna get Jacob to take pictures a couple hours a day. But I need something that's very repeatable so that if I decided I'm going to go spend this week in North Carolina at Mother's, I don't need to turn the store off. I just need to leave. I need to turn everything off except the media store and let Joni and Jacob be able to come out here every day and pull exactly what it is and ship. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily care about listing or doing drafts or all that craziness, but the fact that not turning the store off and it being very, at some point, if I ever wanted to hire some temporary help or any kind of, be very nice to have it to where everything is exactly the same. Everything, there's a way to do, you know what I mean? Just very repeatable.
Mm-hmm.
So that, and I still want the chaos. I still want my cameras and all the electronics. I like to sell the fun stuff. I like to chase, but I just want to be able to, if I go to yard sales and only buy 4 items, that's still a win instead of filling the van up.
Yeah, I'm not like James though. I can't just sit there and list over and over and over the same exact things. I just don't like it.
So JT, it's the DVDs that I'm turning so that I can see the left spine, and I'm cutting the left side of the box down 2 to 3 inches. So instead of having to pull up every DVD to look at them, you can read them across the side very quickly. It makes me much faster when I pull them. Remember, CDs, as long as you turn them all the same direction, they all have. If you turn them up and all point the same, you can just take your finger down and read down the spine pretty quick of these. As long as I got my reading glasses on. And most of the DVDs have something on the top. It's the VHS. So I really haven't paid any attention to those. And postcards, I'm scanning in groups of 50. So every 50 becomes a number. So right now I've got I've got 80 scanned. First 50 were in box 1, number 1. The second 30 are now sitting in box 1, number 2. That's where this one came out of. So after I get to the next 50 this afternoon or this weekend, I'll put a 3 in there, so it'll be a box. If you ever look at WPK Walter, he is in his big postcard store he's been doing. He scans in groups of 50 and gives them a number. He's got 40, 50, 60,000 postcards organized that way. He uses the plastic bins, and I looked at that and I did not like the bins because the plastic bins, I didn't think he efficiently took up as much space on the shelf. So I thought, man, I looked at it, I'm like, I can store more than he stores in the same space. So yeah, I mean, you could do it. I think Mark does his by putting everything in a sleeve, and everyone has a number on it, so he can go right to the number.
Good morning, Tina.
I'm not that OCD. I can't get down that level, and that's fine. There's no right, there's no wrong. As long as your system is repeatable, it might take me a 30 seconds longer to find the postcard than it takes Mark, but it's okay. I can accept that because I don't expect to sell that many to begin with. Just to make it easy, JT, I just use the boxes that I've got. They fit in these 6x6. I just cut that box way down in half. So instead of it's 24 and it's probably 6x3. I cut it way down. But it's just trying to make my way through it. Okay, so the one thing I am going to do is that same box because, like, I want to list these this weekend. These are.
Jennifer.
Oh, that's my toe. Damn it. I got a bunch of bulk CDs. I'm going to list them up for like one price, like $3.99, $4.99 something, and just ship those with the same stamps that I'm shipping the DVDs that way. But I got to figure out a way to do those. Those are in alphabetical order, and I left them that way. Maybe that's what I do is I just put a box number and then make sure that box stays in alphabetical order or put markers up for. I hadn't figured out what I'm gonna do yet. But I'll just put them in these kind of sleeves. All right, remember everybody, get your shipping done today. A lot of people, if you have 2 days handling, will have a tendency not to ship on Friday. We'll let it carry to Monday. There is no Monday. It's Tuesday. So you're going to have an extra day of shipping piled in there.
Oh, yeah, we got Labor Day, huh?
Yeah, so I would suggest that if get some of your shipping out, all your shipping out today. And we have won't be but a couple yard sales tomorrow too, so I will probably ship late tonight, first thing in the morning, and drop that off too, just to be done with it.
Federal holiday. I always sell more stuff on holidays, seems like. People are off work, I guess. They're sitting at their computer. Hey, I think I'll get a pair of Hey Dudes.
So, Phil, I've got a lot of shelves that are the 24, but the one to here is 18. So I'm using it here. It's on wheels. So I figure whenever I get rolling, this shelf I'll just empty this shelf again, and it'll all be in storage. And this shelf will be the one that I'm using boxes that I'm currently loading into.
One good thing about media is it doesn't take up hardly any room.
No. You know, like this filing cabinet, I'm in the process of emptying and putting it into the boxes, so I know and assigning all the where everything is. Even if it's in the other store, I'm still putting, because I've got some DVDs still in the main store, and I'm just assigning. I'm not moving them. I'm just assigning them a storage location. But it's opening up to where I can put the books in the filing cabinet, which has been very nice to have the books somewhere where they're easy to deal with. I don't have that many books. I have like a couple hundred books, but to put them in one spot is very nice. Because I've also got a box over there that came out of our storage unit. That's all. It says it's cookbooks. I don't know how many cookbooks are in there. I don't know. Y'all want to see how many cookbooks are in there? Joni said that she thinks her Pyrex book is in there, and she wants her Pyrex. So let's open it and see if her Pyrex book is in there.
All right. Sometimes I think all we do as resellers is move stuff. You know, just you buy stuff, you move it to your house, you sort stuff, you move stuff into storage, and then you list it and put it into listed storage. Seems like all we are is glorified movers.
I didn't expect. I mean, well, I thought I could get the box between there, but it's 18 by 18 by 16, and it's full of books. You know how heavy that is?
It's a big box.
How'd I ever pick this up?
And you're a young man. Imagine being 70 and doing that.
See, that's hanging out with you, Todd, has changed some of the things I think about. Because some of your philosophies and limited time and ease and doing things, you know, media is something that I can do long term versus can you really, if you order a pallet of media or bulk buy some media and have it shipped here versus all this heavy shit. How long can I do the heavy shit?
Yeah. How long can I pack up a printer and ship it?
Okay. We have some Hallmark cards.
Not gonna talk to you.
We have the 2006 Southern Living. We have the 1983 Southern Living.
That guy spam risk keeps calling me.
He's a persistent bastard, I tell you. Here's Christmas 1988. 75 years of Better Homes and Gardens. 1997 Southern Living. Christmas. Southern Living. All-time favorite cookie recipes. I bet none of these have any value. Let's see. Let's see. So, I bet they're selling the Southern Living for $3.99. What do you want to bet? The cookie book sells for $3.99.
I bet Gwen has $5,000 worth of cookbooks up in the cabinet.
So I figured out how they're shipping the CDs and stuff. But how are they shipping this for $3.99 and making any money? Anybody know? How do you ship a book? Medium mail for £1 is 447. This book is going to be, it'll be in the £1 range. How are they selling that for $3.99 and making any money?
I don't know, unless you're doing such a volume that you're getting a shipping discount.
Yeah, that's the only answer. I'm gonna send all these to the auction this week. Looks like I've stored a bunch of notebooks for Johnny. Appreciate it, Johnny. Here's Emerald. There's a chef in my soup. I bet it's another $3.99. They're all the same price too. These are $4.08 for.
Loss leader. Yeah, if you're just doing it to get people to come to your store, I don't know. Or buy 3, get 1 free, whatever.
Southern Living Christmas. I think Johnny might have been obsessed with Southern Living Christmas.
You haven't found the Pyrex one yet, have you? It'll be the last one at the bottom.
I bet none of these are going to be worth a flip.
Yeah, that's definitely right. Just call Uber to deliver the books there, Roman. Yeah.
$101 low carb recipes. Rachel Ray, Paula Dean and Friends, another Rachel Ray. Man, this was back. Damn, these are back when Rachel Ray was young. Even Paula was young back then.
Yeah. Paula Dean.
Paula Dean has fallen $3.75. How do you make money at $3.75? They've sold Once Upon a Time in Books. They've got 4 million feedback. They're making 336,000 feedback. They got to be making money somehow. How are they making money at $3 and something?
I don't know. The Dallas Cowboys make money trading out their best players.
So here's the Frugal Gourmet, the Ultimate Herbs.
Dallas Cowboys traded Micah Parsons.
Yeah, I saw that, and then he immediately got a contract extension for the most lucrative contract in football. $5.52.
Oh, he's a good player. Dang it.
Here.
So Dallas is going to have an even worse year than what they were going to.
2008, that would have been.
Shoot.
That would have been Scrappy, Dixie, and Phoenix all being puppies. Looks like they found that book. All right. I don't think that's how that works there, Duncan has magic.
Chastity got a cha-ching.
That's an old one. Let's see about that one.
It's my turn.
Yeah, I hadn't sold anything this morning. So this one doesn't have any sales in 90 days. What about this one? This one is before barcodes. This one. Oh, this one $21. 1978. I got one. we got Betty Crocker's New Choices cookbook. This one looks like it might be worth $10. That would be wrong. $3.99. I don't know what this is. This box is, we packed this box when we moved here in 2016.
I've got a lot of boxes like that.
Uh-oh, y'all didn't see that. Ruh-roh. That box rattled. Looks like a mouse got into it. All right, we have a pair of dishwasher damaged Pyrex. Did anybody have that as a guess of what's in the box? That'll go to Van Mass. All right, what about early Americana Pyrex? Anybody have that one too? This one's actually in really nice shape. This is, Joni hates this pattern. All right, that's the question of the day. What kind of Pyrex is that? Anybody know? I'll give y'all a second. Anybody know? It's got the funky handles on it. It still is Pyrex. What kind of Pyrex is it?
White?
Nope. The handles give it away.
Beats me. Harvest?
Okay, so where's that Pyrex from? How's that? There's a lid. That's English Pyrex. All the English Pyrex has the funky handles like that. They have their own sets of patterns over there. I'm gonna reach in here and find a dead mouse in a minute.
Always fun.
Ta-da! Anybody need a snowman bag covered in shredded paper from a mouse?
Ew.
So no, JT. There's a demand from collectors because they want all the different styles, but there's not really a. What the hell was this? Nutritional ingredient. That must be. Did they do salt like that 10 years ago? Is that salt? Is that what that is? I can't read it.
That's salt?
I don't know. It says.
Oh, Jake's here.
I think it's just sand, colored sand.
First ingredient salt.
It's,
what do you know? And not in 2016 or 14, whenever we bought this, you were still raising dogs on an Amish farm. On an Amish.
oh dear. All right, the real entertainment's finally here.
Yay.
That I don't know what they call that one. I know it's older because it's
Did you get that at a yard sale?
yeah. I paid $1 for it.
Oh, good for you.
Looks a little bit like all three of our heads.
Did Joni find that?
Johnny ain't found shit.
Oh.
She just started going to yard sales.
Well, how long have you had it? 2 years.
That one rattles too much. Whatever that is, that made it.
Diane says bath salts.
Oh, bath salts. Okay. Diane, we like your answer better than Jacob's answer, whatever the hell that was.
Uh-oh. Somebody's that's all that's a
How did these make it without
problem with this business. People rip off your listings and then they make fake listings on Marketplace for half the price, and then they take people's money.
Anybody need a basket? I don't know why I needed a snowflake basket.
Okay, so this is a Marketplace listing. They take my photo. They say it's a 2-bedroom. That's one of the studio photos. It's no bedrooms, it's just a studio. They call it a 2-bedroom, and they list it for $550 a month. Luckily, somebody looked us up, and called before they gave them any money.
I know that's money, Jacob. Is that money?
What is that? Oh yeah, that's
I
money.
That's money.
That's money.
It's
Money.
from back in the day. This is the Alice Olivier series.
Yeah,
Alicia Olivier, or whatever they are.
Oh,
All right,
yeah.
let's look this one up.
Yeah.
All right, put your guesses in the chat. How much is it worth?
125.
I hope you're right.
I think you're gonna be low.
There's none sold. There's only one listed, and they had it at 180 plus shipping, and they've got it marked down to 108 plus shipping.
They took $80 off.
Yeah, they've got it listed for 108 plus $9 shipping. Let's see what that is.
Yeah, it should be worth closer to the 200 line.
There's none.
I mean,
So basically, there's one for sale right now.
Yeah, I mean, you'll sit there and wait for the right buyer to come along, but yeah.
No, there's more than that. They just didn't use the barcode. Rare, Alice Olivier, 99. Somebody's got it for 68, 114, 120, 102, 127, 55 South Korea, though. Not 89 Japan. Sold. It sold for 79 from Japan. $69 used.
What's it worth in Alabama dollars?
I didn't realize Alabama had dollars.
They keep trying to paint their dollars red.
I bet they do.
We'll see what Johnny says. Okay, so I'm at the thrift store. This is $12. You want me to pick it up for you?
So look what FedEx did to my scale. Thank you, FedEx.
Oh no.
That's kind of supposed to be flat.
I would think so. What'd you buy that for?
What?
What'd you buy it for?
I'm selling it. I got this back in the return.
Oh, gotcha.
I got about 30 of these at that school auction.
I wonder if Jody knows I'm still here because I just took a picture of her own mug and asked her to show me to buy it for her.
FedEx. You got to pack better than pack if you're shipping FedEx. I wonder if I can straighten it out and sell it as damaged. Get my hammer out and pound it out flat.
What is that, a return?
Yeah, they smashed my scale.
Yeah, yes, to replace the one that you broke.
I don't know whether I want to mess with asking for a refund from FedEx for $25. That's right, Chastity. Not so legal. Dun, dun.
If that thing was a pocket scale, then we would say it was the not legal side gig. Yeah, you might be able to use a mallet. Can you take the top off of it? Take a couple screws out?
The cookbook box.
Yeah, that screws off, but I don't know. I still got about 10 of these to sell, so
It come with a Starbucks. It come with a Starbucks card. Does it have a gift card in it?
It might, yeah. It should be in. It slid into the side of it.
Oh, yeah. It's got a special card for it.
Yeah, and it may have some value. It may have some value on it.
Dial the number on the back.
It's a matching one, right? It's a matching gift card. See, does it say anywhere on the front of the box, Scott, if it says activated with card or gift card or something like that? Because some of those gifts like that, they required the gift card to be activated.
Do the gift cards have an expiration date?
No. Gift cards with an expiration date are illegal in the U.S. after 20.
No, but it just says please register your Starbucks card at Starbucks to protect its value, but it doesn't say.
So there's value on it then. But the design on it is matching to the mug, the tumbler. Yeah. Yep.
All right, I got to get out of here and get on the road.
On the road again?
I could leave the show going, I guess, so y'all can keep talking. Nah.
Scott will pew your show offline.
Okay, so the Starbucks gift card pre-owned, they want $42. Somebody's got one for $42.
Probably with nothing on it, right?
Last one in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
There's none in the U.S. Well, it's not like Johnny's will let me sell it anyway.
Right? I was going to say, she didn't going to let you sell that one.
All right. We'll see y'all later. Probably watch John tonight on Flippin' Ain't Easy.
Y'all have a good day, and we'll drink tonight.
Bye.